Fulton's idea to move this table saw. I was a bit stuck on the idea, but then we moved it, and it's a way better utilization of square footage. Stu following through on his chamfer standard, an actual physical example of what our bottom of our post would look like. I know someone put this fish tape back here where the staple guns go, but that's not clear because there's no standard. So I went ahead and put it in a visual spot. Sometimes it lives in behind the molder, but I think this is good to be able to see it anywhere in the shop at a glance. Yardley following it through in the back corner of the shop. When we were originally putting all the trim on the back of the shop, this area had a bunch of stuff in front of it, which is now gone, so he's following it through. Nice job. This TV was mighty dusty, so Todd cleaned it off, and it looks like a new TV again. Randy couldn't find the stapler in the packaging area. We do have a slot for it, but it's not a standard spot. How would you know to put it back there? So it was hanging up and he couldn't find it for about 45 seconds. So he made a great standardized spot to put it up. Visually, you can see it and it goes back in the same spot every time. We're moving the table saw over to this area here. So Yardley is making some more wall space for it. And it turns out a bunch of our Kanban cards, we had ones for in process, but the cards just get flipped over anyway, so the one board was totally not needed. All of this has been kind of disshuffled for a while, so Todd went ahead and did a rockin' improvement. Coloring the ends of the staples red, so we know when we're about to run out before we actually run out. Cool improvement. Some great standardization to the plywood storage inventory from Yardley. Luke doing his 3S and noticing the blade on this chop saw's dull, and then he went to go change it and realized that it's not obvious. So he put a few standards in place, including a great pencil tape measure holder and a new box for scrap wood that's really easy to carry. Our sanding cart is a standard spot to put all of our sanders, but which one goes where? And where do we keep the sandpaper? Now they're color-coded, labeled. Sandpaper has been removed from the wall. It's put right where it's needed. It's labeled. It has the Kanban cards. Belt sanders are labeled. Everything is getting pretty dialed in there. All the sandpaper has Kanban cards, and we saved all that wall space. Todd did a great job saving excess motion. So we used to keep this key somewhere else. I can't show it on here, but we'll talk about it with the new location, and it just saves an absolute ton of motion. This is where we use the bingo dabbers, where we stamp the ends of the lumber. And before, the other bingo dabbers were kept way over here in the other office space to keep them warm. But Steve's made the new location inside of the electrical room, which is way closer, saving probably a couple hundred steps each time.